You guys, this Erika Kirk rabbit hole does not stop.
Within that company betrayed Charlie.
There's so many weird things about Erika and the 24 to 48 hours leading up to it and the 24 to 48 hours immediately after it that, you know, somebody asked me yesterday if you could answer one question about the assassination, what would it be? And my answer, what did Erika know? Like, did she know he was going to die the next day? Because I think the answer to that question is yes.
The timeline before September is screaming red flags, and it all circles back to Andrew in ways that are hard to dismiss as coincidence. Charlie texts Andrew the night before the hit. Explicit death threats, something along the lines of, "They're coming for me," or "The left wants me dead." Andrew admits to Candace Owens that he received it, yet somehow forgets to tell Erika.
This has happened. He just texted me. She heard that for the first time when I said it?
Right.
That's not a memory lapse. That's a choice. Then the post-assassination surgeon statement Andrew peddles. Turns out he fabricated or wildly misrepresented it. Credibility shredded in real time. Rewind a few weeks. $350,000 wired to Erika through a shell company that promptly disappears. Not pocket money, not a birthday gift. The kind of transfer that usually comes with strings or a cover story. Family web gets darker. Brother Robert sits at the top of Army Netcom out of Fort Huachuca, one of the Army's premier cyber intelligence nerve centers. Kurt embedded with Romanian military police, Erika's Romanian connections already in play. Andrew, in leaked messages, shrugs the fort off as some fort in Arizona, playing dumb about a base he absolutely would have known was significant. That level of downplay doesn't happen by accident. Run the probabilities cold. Pure coincidence across threats text, forgotten disclosure, mystery wire, family intel ties, deliberate minimization, and Andrew now steering the public narrative. While Erika reportedly looks unusually happy in the aftermath, I'd call it under 10%. Inside orchestration with Andrew's fingerprints? North of 85% when you line it all up. He's not just surviving the story, he's hosting it now, controlling the frame, shaping what gets remembered. That's not survivor's luck, that's positioning. Rabbit holes deepen fast in this segment, pulling you through clips and revelations that twist the knife on the official story. By 8:30, the questions are louder than the answers. Erika's forgiveness. She steps up at the memorial, voice steady, and declares she forgives the shooter right there in front of everyone. "I forgive him because it was what Christ did, and it's what Charlie would do." Framed as grace under fire, but the speed of it, days after her husband is gunned down, leaves people wondering, how does trauma process that cleanly, that publicly, without a hint of rage or raw grief showing through? Then Candace Owens drops her bomb. She sat with Erika for a solid 4.5 hours, hashing out theories, and Erika allegedly spilled that Andrew Kolvet had confided in her about Charlie's paranoia spiking hard. The death threats he was texting about the night before the hit. Candace pushes it further. Andrew got those messages directly from Charlie, yet played it down or forgot to escalate. Erika's recounting it. But the timeline feels loaded. To Andrew on Fox, defending the security detail tooth and nail. No jurisdiction for extra measures, he insists, while pivoting hard to, "We're carrying Charlie's mission forward." Noble words, but he sidesteps his own earlier slip-ups. Fabricated surgeon quotes, inconsistencies in the threat text handling. Like they're minor footnotes. The spiritual warfare angle ramps up next. Andrew's out there framing the whole thing as cosmic evil. Dark forces attacking the cause. Yet, when critics or donors start asking for real audits, transparency on funds or donor trails, blocks fly fast. No room for questions in the warfare narrative. Affair rumors swirl in the background, too. Whispers that Erika didn't rush to Charlie's side immediately after landing. Instead, she waited, timing that lines up suspiciously with Andrew's arrival. Optics or something else? Add the Romania overlap. Erika's charity work through Romanian angels, brushing up against security head Dan Flood's circles, while Andrew's family ties dig deeper. Brothers linked to Army Netcom at Fort Huachuca, Cyber Intel Central, and Romanian MP Ops. Andrew calls the base some fort in leaks like it's nothing. Yet he knew better. Online, it's brutal. Andrew's getting torn apart by core MAGA accounts for stonewalling donor fraud probes, purging questioners, controlling the frame? Is this shadowy dark forces pulling strings? Or Andrew quietly locking down power in the vacuum Charlie left? The deeper you go, the less it feels like isolated tragedy, and the more like a calculated shift. Who benefits from the silence, the quick forgiveness, the narrative control? Coincidence stack? Or consolidation in plain sight? The final stretch hits peak outrage mode. Theories get gut-ranked, probabilities thrown like punches, and the verdict rant leaves no room for doubt. Top theories straight from the gut. Number 3. Lone Wolf Tyler, the official shooter. Some 22-year-old kid acting alone, clocked at just 15%. Why so low? It conveniently ignores Andrew's mountain of contradictions. The forgotten texts, the fabricated surgeon story, the downplayed intel ties. A random nobody doesn't explain the stacked coincidences. Whispers of Israel or Romania pulling strings. Charlie was reportedly shifting on certain alliances, getting vocal about pressures from donors and foreign interests. Andrew's family connections, Fort Huachuca Cyber Hub, Romanian MP links make this juicy. Erika's charity work brushing up against those same circles adds fuel. Solid motive if Charlie was turning away from the script, but it still feels secondary. Number 1, the runaway leader, inside job. Clocking 85% plus probability. Erika allegedly knew via Andrew's pre-hit texts from Charlie. Death threats he was getting paranoid about. Affair evidence? Timing suggests she waited for Andrew, instead of rushing to Charlie. Then the takeover. Erika steps into CEO. Andrew hosts the show. Narrative locked down. 40 staff reportedly fired to plug leaks. Family intel networks, Army cyber ops, Romanian overlaps. Perfect for hiding tracks and scrubbing evidence. They offed Charlie for control, pure and simple. Truth versus evil. His light snuffed out by betrayal. From the inner circle, this wasn't random violence. It was a power grab masked as tragedy. Andrew's contradictions, Erika's quick forgiveness and unusual happiness, the money wires, the blocks on audits, it's all there. Chat's blowing up, Andrew guilty? The proof's stacking. They silence the one guy shining too bright. Hit subscribe, ring the bell, share this before they scrub it. Drop your theories, tips, screenshots to the email. Grab the merch. Expose Andrew and Erika. Christ is king. Honoring Charlie means demanding answers, not swallowing the official line. Next rabbit hole drops soon. Stay woke, stay vigilant.